This is a story about a young boy named Aman. He lives in a very small, quiet Indian village. Aman has no money and his clothes are old. But when he looks at the sky, his eyes are full of big dreams. He wants to change his life. Aman's home is made of simple mud and bricks. Inside, the sun shines softly through a tiny window. His father is very tired from working all day under the hot sun. His mother sits on the floor, sewing old clothes to help the family. Every night, the family sits around a small wooden table under a dim lamp. They only have one tiny bowl of rice and lentils to share. They do not have much food, but they have a lot of love. Aman smiles and holds his mother's hand tightly. One day, Aman stands in the middle of the village square. With a big smile, he tells the local men, "I will become a big businessman one day." But the men laugh out loud. They point their fingers at him and say, "You are too poor to dream big." The loud laughter of the people does not hurt Aman. He closes his eyes and steps away. He places his hand over his beating heart. Quietly, he says to himself, "I will not give up. I will make my parents proud. I promise." The time comes for Aman to leave. He stands under a big banyan tree at the dusty bus stop. He wears his simplest clothes and carries a small old blue backpack. His parents cry as they hug him. A colorful old bus arrives to take him away. The bus stops, and Aman steps out into a massive, noisy city. He has never seen anything like this before. Giant glass buildings touch the clouds, and thousands of people rush by. Aman holds his backpack tightly, feeling very small but excited. A man walks up to a big, modern office building. He holds a small paper folder with his ideas. Through the glass door, a well-dressed manager looks at his poor clothes. The manager shakes his head and says, "Go away. We have no work for you." Night falls, and a cold rain begins to pour. Aman has no place to stay. He curls up on a hard metal bench at the bus station, using his blue backpack as a pillow. The bright city lights reflect in the puddles, but Aman feels completely alone. The next day, Aman finds a job in a busy, hot restaurant kitchen. He puts on a white apron and washes a giant mountain of dirty plates. He works as fast as he can. His arms hurt and his body is tired, but he does not complain. To earn more money, Aman gets a simple bicycle. Every night, he rides through the dark city streets with a heavy food bag on his back. Neon lights flash past him as he pedals hard against the cold wind, dreaming of a better tomorrow. Late at night, when the offices are empty, Aman works as a cleaner. He pushes a heavy mop across the shiny, dark floors under a single security light. He looks down and sees his own reflection on the clean tiles, reminding himself to stay strong. Inside a tiny, dark, rented room, Aman sits by the light of a single candle. He counts his small paper bills. He keeps only a few coins for food and puts all the big bills into an envelope labeled "For Parents." A beautiful smile lights up his face. After months of hard work, Aman saves enough money to open a tiny wooden tea stall on a busy street corner. He stands proudly behind it under the bright morning sun. The steel kettles are shining, and a hand-painted sign reads, "Aman's Fresh Tea." But life becomes hard again. At midnight, a terrible storm hits the city. Heavy rain pours down, and fierce winds howl through the streets. Aman's beautiful wooden tea stall cracks and breaks apart, flying away into the dark night. The next morning, the sky is gray and sad. Aman sits on the wet stone curb, looking at the broken pieces of his stall. His hard work is destroyed. He buries his head in his hands and cries, feeling like he has lost everything. As Aman sits crying, a kind old woman with gray hair walks up to him. She has warm, gentle wrinkles on her face. She smiles and holds out a hot, steaming ceramic cup of tea. A soft, comforting light seems to shine around her. The old woman looks deep into Aman's sad eyes. She smiles warmly and says, "Do not cry, my son. A storm can break wood, but it cannot break your spirit. Stand up and build it again." Her kind words give Aman a spark of new hope. Aman wipes his tears and picks up a heavy iron hammer. He works under the hot sun, hitting nails into new wooden beams. Sweat pours down his face, but his eyes are full of fire. The sun breaks through the dark clouds, shining on his work. Soon, the new tea stall is open and cleaner than before. Aman stands behind the counter with a big smile, handing hot tea to his customers. He greets everyone by their name. A long, happy line of people stretches down the sidewalk. A few years pass, and the tiny stall changes into a beautiful brick storefront cafe. It has a bright, modern sign that says Aman's Tea Corner. Customers sit at lovely outdoor tables, drinking tea, laughing, and talking together. Aman is now a confident young man. He wears a smart, clean shirt and stands in the middle of a grand city square. Behind him are 3 huge, beautiful, modern cafes. They all belong to him. His dream has finally come true. Even though Aman is rich now, his heart is still humble. Inside his large cafe kitchen, he stands with young workers who come from poor families. He treats them with love, patiently teaching them how to brew the perfect cup of tea. Aman does not forget his home. Back in his old village, a beautiful, bright yellow school building appears. Happy children in neat uniforms run through the gates, laughing. A big stone sign reads, "Free Village School, built by Aman." One afternoon, Aman stands outside his most luxurious flagship city cafe. Suddenly, he sees a group of older village men walking on the sidewalk. They are the exact same men who laughed at his dreams years ago. They stare at the cafe in total shock. Aman looks at the men who were mean to him. He does not feel any anger, and he does not feel proud. Instead, a gentle, warm smile covers his face, and his eyes wrinkle with pure kindness. A soft, golden light glows around him. A man walks outside and personally brings a tray of premium tea and hot snacks to the old men's table. He bows his head slightly to show them respect and welcomes them warmly. The elders look down, feeling very humbled and touched by his love. Inside the cafe, a young teenage employee looks up at Aman with wide, admiring eyes. He asks, "Sir, how did you become so successful?" Aman leans against the clean wooden counter, smiles wisely, and says, "By never letting hard times stop you." Look at his beautiful journey. On one side, we see a young, tired boy cycling through the freezing, dark rain just to deliver food. On the other side, we see the successful Aman standing confidently in a bright, beautiful world. Hard work changes everything. Aman returns to his village, standing next to his elderly parents outside their beautifully renovated home. They hold hands tightly, looking at him with tears of pride and joy. The setting sun paints the sky in deep shades of gold and purple. Look closely at these words on the old paper. They shine like pure gold under a soft light. They tell us a beautiful secret about life. If you keep trying every single day, no door will ever stay closed. Determination keeps the door open for you. See this tiny green seedling in Aman's open hands? It grows so fast because it is full of life. Just like this little plant, A good dream grows big when you give it love and hard work. Everything around him is now peaceful, green, and happy. Look at this wonderful family picture. Aman stands with his parents, the sweet old woman, his young workers, and the laughing school children. A giant glowing heart goes all the way around them. This is what a rich heart looks like. Aman stands tall on top of the high green hill, looking out at his whole world. He can see where his journey started, and he can see where he is now. Beautiful words appear at the bottom to remind us all: never give up on your dreams. Thank you so much for watching our story today on Doodle Fable. We hope it made you smile. If you love Aman's beautiful story, please press the thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit the bell. Like, share, and subscribe to Doodle Fable for more stories.